Hi Pisces, welcome to your new moon in Sagittarius reading for December 12th, 2023. New moons bring in new cycles. The direction that your reading is going in is number 4 cycle, decrease. So I'm Pisces. I'm not happy to see that, but let's see what's going on here before we make any snap judgments. Number 4 is foundations. And so maybe your foundations are a little unsettled at the moment, or you can find yourself a little less financially well off during the holidays due to spending and also inflation and higher prices, and we're spending more than maybe we need to. But let's see where this is going. Now, that is the direction the reading is going in. And it can also be, it doesn't have to be negative. Let's say it's a decrease in responsibility, In any case, your particular focus is, oh, that's funny, the Nine of Pentacles. Very contradictory energies. The Nine of Pentacles is a strong, independent person who through their own hard work has created a luxurious life. This is the luxury card, and it can be inheritance, but it is independence, and it can be also financial independence. I think it's a lovely card. She has, right? And so maybe you're trying not to spend everything that you have. And it can, like I said, because she's a strong, independent person, it can be a decrease in responsibilities, right? Of other people's responsibilities even, because you are independent in the Nine of Pentacles. I would say, though, mind overspending this month, so you don't see that decrease. But, 'tis the season. I'm going to lay out all the cards. The first card, or the first column, is where you find yourself at the beginning of the new moon, or what new thing you may be beginning. The second column is you and how you're behaving and what you're doing in this situation. And the last column is the probable outcome. Probable because, wow, that Two of Wands comes out almost every time in every reading so far. Probable because we can change some things and some things we cannot. If we are supposed to have this experience, if it's something that we need to learn, we're not going to change it. We have to move through it. But there are some things that can be changed, and that's the, where your thoughts go, energy flows kind of energy. I can see the decrease already. We go from 9 to 7, okay? All right. Let's look at the first column here. We have the Empress and we have the Queen of Pentacles. This can be the Mother card, right? Maybe your mother is a Queen of Pentacles, which would be somebody who is very interested in stability, whether that is financial or physical stability, right? Health-wise. The Queen of Pentacles is associated with Aquarius. For me, this is somebody who can be like a new age healer or use different kind of modalities. Like she would be a fantastic dietitian or personal trainer, that kind of thing, because they use very practical ways to health and finances. And the Queen of Wands, the Empress card, is wonderful there because this can be mother, it can be pregnancy, so maybe somebody is being pregnant, becoming pregnant, and the loss is that there are certain things that you can't do, certain things that you can't eat, right? Like certain cheeses and raw foods. I think sushi's off the table, stuff like that. That's possible if you are pregnant. But also if you are working on creative endeavors, because the Empress is the creative principle, right? She is creation itself, thus the nature, the nurture behind her. So maybe you're working on a creative project, and you can be pairing up with somebody, or they can be helping you, you helping them. Let's pull another card here. You might find yourself more in nature these days. The High Priestess, okay. Well, we are talking Pisces here, so this can be like a lot of us do readings, a lot of us are intuitive and psychic. There may be a lot of things going on behind the scenes when the High Priestess comes up. It's a little bit secretive. But these are the mysteries, and it is your divinity, right? So it can be like the things that you think are divine, the things that you find important to you, which you want to use your creative energy for. This can mean a lot to a lot of people. Like maybe if you are pregnant, you're not willing to tell people just yet. You want to keep it under wraps until you're safe and secure and everything's good. That's possible here, because the High Priestess is secretive. And maybe you just want to keep it for yourself because it is a sacred act, giving birth or being pregnant, right? Having the ability to create life or to nurture and care for life in your own body, in your own system, is quite divine. And creator, the creator or God or whatever you want to call it, is that principle. It's the creative principle, and so there is divinity there. All right. So that can be somebody around you, or it can be you. It can be you can also be very focused on finances and money. Maybe because you don't have any, and or you have less, and you're trying to rebuild that up. But we're editing here with that Seven of Pentacles. So let's go to the center column now, which is the King of Wands, who is my Aries card, and it is master of his passions. He's a trailblazer, and he doesn't mind going where other people haven't gone before. He'll go in first and check it out. Great idea person. Wonderful at starting things. Courageous. Pretty brave to go in and, blaze trails. Fire is a purifying energy, though, just so you know. And with that, you have the Knight of Pentacles, and the Knight of Pentacles is a nice firm offer, so chances are there is something that you have to offer. And you can have been through some difficult moments. And feeling, it's interesting. It's a bit of like a push-pull energy, because the Aries card, right, the King of Wands, is somebody that goes in like guns blazing. But the Knight of Pentacles is the opposite. It's that slow energy that can even be like it's procrastination. However, the Knight of Pentacles knows proper timing. And the Five of Swords is, for me, a very difficult card. It's dramas that are being played out around you. You may get what you want, but it's not the way you wanted it. And your words have impact. So if you are offering words, right, if you're offering your words, your wisdom, that sort of thing, Be mindful of what you're putting out there. And perhaps you've had a difficult time of setting new foundations up for money or work, things that hadn't worked out for you. And again, things that maybe worked out but not the way you wanted them to. Because the Emperor is again setting those strong foundations, and it's a bit of Osho calls it the rebel card. And in that he means that you have the authority, or you live with the authority of living life the way you see it, right? Your authority, being true to your own self. That's the Emperor. And it goes very well with the King of Wands. They're both associated with Aries. You can also be dealing with father figures. And we are going home for the holidays, so you might be around father figures. Yeah, because you have memories, people from the past coming forward again. So people and places and memories from the past that come forward again. And we are looking at Mercury in retrograde around this time, so again, mind what you say, because that Five of Swords is words have impact. And Mercury in retrograde doesn't always give us the ability to think first and act later or speak later. And the the King of Wands, or Aries, is also somebody who goes in guns blazing and then later has to backtrack or apologize for things that, maybe I spoke too soon, maybe I said something too soon. It's that kind of energy. Interesting. Then we have the Two of Wands, the Seven of Pentacles. The Two of Wands is our choices, duality, but it's also planning. We're looking out into the larger world to find out where our new passions can be used, can be of service to, can be successful at. Maybe you had an idea, and now you're kind of like, where do I take that idea next? What's my next step with that idea? Because the Ace of Wands is a new passionate beginning. The Two of Wands is, what do I do with this passion? I can do this or I can do that. It's duality. I can be here, I can be there. Right? Okay. And that Seven of Pentacles is the energy of biding, well, not necessarily biding your time. It's more reflective. It's a very reflective energy. And it also gives us the opportunity to edit something. That's where the duality comes in with the Two of Wands, this or that, right? So we can be looking back on what it is that we've done up until now, and then figuring out what to replace, what I didn't like, and what I would do instead this time. It's that kind of energy. Well, with that you have the Ace of Cups. So it is a new emotional beginning. If you're pregnant, right, it would certainly be a new emotional beginning. If you're starting new creative endeavors, there can be inspired energy. This is inspiration. If you have been emotionally distraught, this card can mean that there is a need to release old emotional baggage and allow some space for new, inspired energy to come in. It's a lovely card. And I think for Pisces, it's probably a really good card, especially in the way of inspiration. You may be inspiring people. And remember what I said, your words have an impact here. So you can be inspirational, but you can also be inspired. And we have that creative energy here as well. So we can be receiving inspiration from on high. a new emotional beginning. If you have been emotionally distraught, though, tears are a great catharsis. It's about releasing. So you can make space for something new. And it can be that we're releasing some of these heavier, I don't know why I want to say habits, but I do. And moving on to something lighter, something better. I guess I say habits because, well, first of all, that was put into my head. But second of all, logically, when I look at the cards, the Six of Cups is something that we've done in the past, or places and people that we've been in the past, and they come forward again. But it's very often so that we don't make the same mistake twice. So I don't have all my decks with me. I don't have the usual ones that I work with, but I received this unicorn deck several decades ago at the Arthur Findlay College from a really nice group or a couple. And it means it's something special to me, but it's a very simple deck. It really isn't terribly elaborate, and it's quite old. But I'm going to use it, and for you, you have soul purpose. Act on your soul purpose today, right? So that could be creative endeavors, it can be motherhood, it can be inspirational speaking, it can be inspiring others and being inspired yourself, it can be finding the thing that gives you independence, right? I think we're finding ourselves at the beginning of decrease, but it seems to me like it doesn't stay that way. And like I said, we are releasing here some old baggage, and that kind of is reiterated here with this card, releasing waters, right? Releasing, decreasing emotion, maybe finding ourselves on a more even keel. This is Pentacles, right? And Pentacles is the stability of Earth. It doesn't shift very easily. It shifts, but not easily. And so this is a really nice card. I think we're going to be working on something, or, whether it's parenthood or whatever, something that is our soul purpose. In the next 2 weeks, we can find out what that is, if we don't know already. All right, so I hope this has been helpful. Thank you for watching and listening, and I will return in 2 weeks with a full moon reading. Until then, take good care. Thank you very much. Bye for now.